Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, was a man of extraordinary resilience, energy, and wisdom. His life offers a rich source of lessons in leadership, personal growth, and perseverance. Here are some of the best life lessons from Theodore Roosevelt. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. One of Roosevelt's most enduring lessons is to make the best of whatever situation you find yourself in. Life rarely presents perfect conditions for success. There will always be obstacles, distractions, and reasons to delay or hesitate. Yet, Roosevelt's message is clear: start now. Imagine you're at a crossroads in your life, whether in your career, relationships, or personal goals. It's tempting to think, if only I had more money, time, or resources, then I could really make progress. But the truth is, waiting for ideal circumstances often leads to stagnation. Roosevelt teaches us that it's about using the tools and opportunities that are immediately available. In modern terms, this is about focusing on action over excuses. In an era where we're often bombarded by social media and feel pressured to compare ourselves to others, Roosevelt's words remind us to focus on our own journey, not on what we lack. 2. Believe you can and you're halfway there. This quote highlights the power of belief. The biggest battles we face are often internal. If we convince ourselves we're going to fail, then failure is almost guaranteed. On the other hand, if we believe in our potential, we set ourselves up for a much greater chance of success. It doesn't mean success will be easy, but belief is the foundation that will help us persevere when things get tough. Think of athletes, entrepreneurs, or anyone chasing a difficult dream. Belief doesn't mean blind optimism, but rather a deep conviction that even if success doesn't come right away, it is possible through hard work and persistence. When Roosevelt says, "You're halfway there," he's emphasizing that the mental game is just as important as the physical or external challenges you face. 3. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. Failure is one of the hardest experiences in life. It can feel like a personal defeat, making us doubt our abilities or worth. Roosevelt acknowledges this. He understands that failure is painful, but he makes an even more important point: the regret of never having tried at all is far worse. There's an important lesson here about risk-taking. Whether it's asking for a promotion, starting a business, or pursuing a personal passion, the fear of failure often holds us back. Roosevelt encourages us to view failure as a necessary part of the journey. It's not a reflection of who we are, but a step toward growth. Many of the most successful people in history have failed numerous times, but they kept trying. 4. The Strenuous Life. Roosevelt's philosophy of the strenuous life goes hand in hand with the idea of hard work and discipline. He believed that living a life of challenge, struggle, and effort is the path to personal fulfillment and success. In a world that often glorifies comfort and ease, Roosevelt challenges us to embrace the struggle. The strenuous life is about pushing your limits, both physically and mentally. Roosevelt himself was a sickly child with asthma, but instead of letting that define him, he dedicated himself to overcoming his weaknesses. He became an avid outdoorsman, soldier, and even a boxer while in the White House. In today's context, this could mean different things for different people. Maybe it's about pursuing fitness goals, learning a new skill, or pushing yourself out of your comfort zone at work. The point is, challenge yourself regularly. The easy path may be more comfortable in the short term, but the difficult path is where real growth happens. 5. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Roosevelt's approach to leadership and diplomacy is encapsulated in this famous phrase. It means being calm, composed, and measured in your actions and words, but always prepared to defend yourself and your values when necessary. This principle applies to both personal and professional life. For example, in conflict resolution, it's easy to lose your temper or let emotions guide your decisions. Roosevelt's advice encourages patience, humility, and tact. But at the same time, it's crucial to be prepared, whether that's through knowledge, resources, or strength, to back up your words with action. In everyday life, this could mean knowing when to stand your ground, setting boundaries, or standing up for yourself or others when necessary. It's about striking the right balance between diplomacy and assertiveness. 6. Perseverance and grit. Roosevelt's entire life was a testament to perseverance. Born with a debilitating asthma condition, he was told he would never be physically strong. Instead of accepting this limitation, he worked relentlessly to build his body and overcome his illness. He applied this same perseverance to all areas of his life, from his political career to his adventurous expeditions. The lesson here is simple: don't give up. Grit, as modern psychology defines it, is the combination of passion and perseverance over long periods of time. Roosevelt exemplified grit. He didn't quit when things got hard, he pushed through the difficulties. For all of us, life is filled with setbacks. You might fail an exam, get passed over for a job, or face personal challenges that seem insurmountable. Roosevelt's life teaches us that these setbacks aren't permanent. What matters is how we respond to them. Keep moving forward, one step at a time, and you'll eventually reach your goal. 7. Keep your eyes on the stars, and your feet on the ground. This quote is about maintaining a balance between ambition and practicality. It's important to have big dreams, to reach for the stars. But at the same time, you have to stay grounded. Lifelong learning. Roosevelt was an avid reader, and his intellectual curiosity shaped much of his life. He reportedly read 1 to 2 books a day, even while serving as president. He believed in the importance of continuous learning and self-improvement. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to adapt and learn new things is more important than ever. Roosevelt's example teaches us to never stop learning. Whether it's reading, acquiring new skills, or exploring new interests, the pursuit of knowledge should be lifelong. 10. Service to others. Roosevelt believed that a life worth living was one dedicated to service. He saw public service as a way to make a meaningful impact on society. His work in conservation, creating national parks, and fighting for reform were all motivated by a desire to serve the greater good. This lesson is about looking beyond your own needs and thinking about how you can contribute to the world around you. It doesn't necessarily mean entering politics or public service. It could be as simple as volunteering in your community or helping others in small but meaningful ways. 11. Character and integrity. Roosevelt's legacy is not just about what he accomplished but how he conducted himself. He believed in honesty, fairness, and doing what was right, even when it was difficult. He fought against corruption and was known for his strong moral compass. In today's world, where shortcuts and compromises are often tempting, Roosevelt's lesson on integrity is more important than ever. Success is hollow if it's not built on a foundation of character. Whether in personal relationships or professional dealings, acting with integrity builds trust and respect. 12. Embrace change. Roosevelt was a progressive leader who wasn't afraid of change. He championed reforms, from labor rights to business regulations, because he understood that society needs to evolve. His willingness to embrace new ideas and adapt to changing circumstances was one of his greatest strengths. For us, this lesson is about being open to change. Life is unpredictable, and clinging to the past or resisting new opportunities can hold you back. Whether it's adapting to new technologies, shifting career paths, or adjusting to life's unexpected challenges, being flexible is key to thriving in an ever-changing world. 13. Comparison is the thief of joy. Roosevelt's observation here is one of the most relevant in today's age of social media. We live in a world where we constantly compare ourselves to others. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel inadequate or unfulfilled. But Roosevelt reminds us that comparing ourselves to others only robs us of our happiness. The truth is, everyone's journey is different. The key is to focus on your own path and progress. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they might seem, and remember that someone else's success doesn't diminish your own. 14. Live life fully. Roosevelt lived life with a sense of adventure and urgency. From exploring the Amazon to leading troops in battle, he was a man who embraced every opportunity that life offered. He believed in the importance of living fully, seizing each day, and experiencing life's richness. This lesson is about not letting life pass you by. It's about being present, taking risks, and fully engaging with the world around you. Whether it's through travel, relationships, or personal challenges, life is meant to be lived with passion and purpose. 15. Humility in leadership. Despite his larger-than-life persona, Roosevelt understood the importance of humility in leadership. He was always willing to listen to others, to learn from his mistakes, and to admit when he was wrong. He believed that leadership was not about power, but about responsibility and service. In our own lives, whether we're in formal leadership positions or not, this lesson teaches us to lead with humility. True leaders inspire and uplift others, not through arrogance or dominance, but through empathy, understanding, and service. Conclusion. Theodore Roosevelt's life was filled with triumphs, challenges, and profound lessons that still resonate today. His wisdom speaks not just to political leaders or adventurers, but to anyone striving to lead a purposeful, fulfilling life. By embracing hard work, persistence, integrity, and a sense of service, we can all live a life that echoes Roosevelt's powerful example. His lessons remind us that greatness isn't about never failing, but about having the courage to try, the strength to persevere, and the character to lead with humility and integrity.